Hey everyone. I'm experimenting with the idea of streaming on my YouTube channel. Today I'm just going to be experimenting with just getting used to it. So I'm just experimenting by making a video of me just working. It's going to be me working on Unreal 4 on my game Project Stray. And I'm probably going to be doing this for the remainder of the time that I'm in Canada. Probably every day. So if I do this and it feels good and it's enjoyable, then I'll start streaming probably as soon as tomorrow, and I'm gonna be on like a regular schedule from like 3 to 6 or something like that, EST. So right now I need to have some kind of a cool like wall asset, and I was thinking of doing a few different ways, and I also need to make something that goes right here. So I'm working with those voxels so you'll be able to actually see me like doing that. My lava looks fluffy right now. I think what the lava is missing is the dark, like, sort of dried up parts. I'm not really sure how I want to do that though, but so that's probably going to be like a later touch up. And yeah, like lava way faster than I mean, you got lava in the first fucking level. This is hardcore, man. So anyway, I'm thinking about this, but you know what? This might be like overdone. I have a tendency to do that. We'll see how it looks in game. So basically I build it in voxel, was it Magic of Voxel, right? You know what? Let me make sure that this is the right scale. Scale is a really big deal, especially if you're someone like me who likes to keep shit on the grid. So I want to make sure I'm not fucking with this. Is that in the center? Yeah, it's 12. It's like a little small. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it looks. It might not line up. I might have to actually add like a side thingy or something like that, which actually might be kind of cool if it like had like interlocking side thingies. It's a technical term. It's really technical. Interlocking side thingies. Okay. Save. Now the exporting process is very straightforward. I mean, Magic of Voxel does exactly what it's supposed to. So this is a block tall, right? Alright, so now I have to open up Blender. This is a different block that I did. And really all you do is you import the OBJ, you go to block tall, import that, right? Now you gotta select the block, right? And then you, oh, by the way, I'm playing Monster Cat in the background. I guess this is just never gonna be the same without chat, but this will be the only time I won't have chat. Alright, so I get this set up. I don't know. Ugh. Stretch. I've already been working for a few hours. Alright, so Blender, being the problem child that it is, doesn't know to like at least make the default. it automatically defaults to like the last thing that you named, which means if you're not careful it'll like overwrite the file. It's annoying. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Blender. I really would prefer to have my copy of Max and stuff like that, which I still do have. Okay, so now I got this thing in. I really love this pipeline for being so efficient. Alright, I gotta make sure the collision, like, I don't trust what it came in with. I'm just gonna put a box on it. It's a box. There's nothing more complicated than that. So I'm gonna use Tech Rough. Tech meaning the set, because there's going to be a hell set. I want I want you to start off in, you know, like a techie area, and then I want you to be going back and forth between like sort of very slipgatey, very hellish environments. So there will be a hell, and stuff like that. It only makes sense. Oh god, I hope I'm not going to be coughing the whole time. Alright. Interesting. Alright, can I put two of these next to each other without having a seam? That is the question. Okay, they do line up. Now, the neat thing about voxels is that the texel density has a lot of elasticity. You can kind of get away with shit that you normally couldn't, like with a texture. People will notice texel density with texture is a lot faster than they will. I don't know. In other words, I can rescale this stuff. Yeah, okay, so it looks a little bit like the side of an apartment building or something. That's not really... I might actually want to just make this simple and just not even have those side thingies. This is the worst part about all this. Is like deciding like what I want. Is the pivot slightly off? Can't accept that. Alright, I'm looking at you from the top. No! Oh, shit's off the center. Alright. It's kind of strange looking. Just a little bit, but what happens if I... Yeah, that kind of actually looks cool. I am going to have to fix that pivot though. I don't know why I'm trying to line it up. Well, I just want to see what it looks like if it's in place, right? So like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. That's the thing I really like about the voxel stuff, is that even if it's not like spot on, you still get like a really interesting effect. You get something that it's also really easy to make gameplay spaces. That's one of the things I really want to try and show, although I don't really have much of an opportunity right now because I'm so busy with just getting everything functioning at this point in time. But the way the game is set up, I can have some really intense battles. It's just a matter of being able to focus on the level design. In fact, I want to make this starting battle area, see how it's like all block mesh. So like, alright, let me fix this pivot, because alright, I don't think the pivot problem is actually going to be that easy to fix. So the reason why the pivot is messed up is because the object is built using voxels, right? But if you have an uneven number of voxels, it creates a situation where there can't be one in the middle. It causes things. I'm messing around with streaming. Well, not streaming yet, but I'm kind of getting into the idea of it. Talking to Zombie Doll. So, what's up?
You're not streaming yet?
No, not streaming yet, but I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. All right. See, it works fine at 25, but in order to make a half of, yeah, that'd actually be, it would have to be 12.5 in order to be half of 25. So it's one off. If I want to make something that fits within the scale of 25, it can't be 12. So this is supposed to be 12 in size, right? So it's just never going to be perfectly center. So I have to choose whether or not that's acceptable. This is one of those things where maybe I'm worrying about it too much. Like, all right, it's probably fine. It's a problem that's I'm not gonna be able to get away with. All right, let's see. If that's the case, let me see how this looks over here. Get rid of this. Why does it do that sometimes? Sometimes you try to copy it and it like picks one of the objects in the list and just sends it off in some random direction. This so looks like an old school shooter. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding around. Not that I would make a joke like that, that's corny. But, So the reason why I decided to start messing around with this is, Alley Cat suggested it. You know, I might be able to use these here. But I have another idea for this. I want to take something that's similar to this geometry. In fact, I might even grab this piece, cut it in half, and then make a long version. Yeah, let's see, it would be... That's quite a bit, actually. It would be 50, 100, 150. That'd make that the largest piece that I've ever made, but maybe I should just do, yeah, like that, but then I want to have it like be like hatches coming down, sort of like make it look like the side of a bridge kind of a piece. A little bit of variety. I want to have this set is still part of the tech set, but I want to be able to have like a decent amount of variety when it comes to that. So like you can transition from this into this, and like this is used more primarily like outside, while this stuff is used inside. On that note, the cave. I think I want a cave. I want to make this a cave. So the starting room is just gonna be a cave. The only thing is I'm worried about first impressions. It's the first thing people are gonna see is this shitty looking cave with a fucking blurry ass texture. It's already bad enough as it is. Here, watch this. Notice performance difference. You probably notice a little bit of hitching. It doesn't really hitch when I'm not streaming, but since I'm not doing like game capture, the performance is gonna look a little shoddy. So I upped the combat a little bit. Realized just how much hit points fucking imp has. Oh, there's a bug right now with the imp projectile, where sometimes it doesn't do damage. Can't have that. Get some enemies like this. Whoa. There's my fluffy lava. Got a pistol guy here. It was mentioned in one of the things of feedback is like the repeating texture is a problem. I usually tend to agree with that. Well, like almost always tend to agree with that, but I'm trying to. It's actually kind of part of the aesthetic in this case. Like I actually want this to look a little bit. I want this to look kind of old school. For multiple reasons, actually. Ow. Did that do damage? I know what the problem is. The problem is that the imp fireball is set to be a it's set to be a projectile with splash damage, which is just not a good idea. Alright. Okay. So immediately I'm noticing one problem. These are all like weathered looking, and these look like perfect. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Maybe I will reduce the imp's health a little bit. Let me fix the imp's projectile first. Okay, and characters, NPC, base. Where are you at, imp? Oh, that would be in the weapon, actually. So the imps actually have a pistol, technically speaking. So I go in inventory, items. And then base, pistols. So imp fireball. Okay, we got here rate of fire, TK, impact effect size, 1. So, that's kind of kicking the can a little bit down the road, because I'm going to have to address the fact that small projectiles, explosions, don't always pick up the target. In the code, it's the impact effect size of 1 treats the impact as always being a single target. Like, alright, that should address that problem. Alright, so I've got a couple of things I want to do with this. I gotta weather this. Isn't super bad, but it does add to poly count, believe it or not. And then I want to have a sort of side piece. But with that said, I want to see how this looks when I use it here. Alright. Yeah. Because of that center problem, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. It takes a little bit extra effort to line this up. Alright, once I start streaming it, I'm gonna have like music that's more into my taste. I like a lot of stuff on Monster Cat, but like this shit is kinda lame. He's breaking it down for us though. I don't care about monetization for these. Monetize stuff, upvote me on Steemit. Steemit's the fucking shit, man. In fact, that's my home right now. Although YouTube does represent a good portion of my time. Google knows its shit when it comes to making some good stuff to garner an audience and store all of this data. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I actually like it better for this than it for that, but yeah. Alright, let me make sure I line this up correctly. I'm gonna have to touch this up though. What did it do that for? Obviously I was touching X. X is red. I'm gonna have synesthesia. I mean, fucking burned into my mind every time I think of X. It's gonna be red. Are you Z fighting? Why aren't you Z fighting? You should be Z fighting. Nothing. That's Z fighting. Obviously. Let's see, where are you up to? Clipping my crate. Oh, gonna have to move all the crates now. Shit is unacceptable. Clipping shit. Oh, I was clipping a lot too. Wow, like tiny bit. All right. You know what? I think I can do this. Maybe I should have been doing this all along. I wonder how much of an audience I would have if I had been like watching chat and streaming this kind of stuff. The only thing is not all of the time the stuff that I'm doing. This is like the good stuff. This is the meat right here. What you're watching. Like when I was like hooking up technical stuff and making the guns and like none of that shit even made sense. Like I can't even imagine. I mean, it made sense. It's just mostly it was just thinking. What the fuck? Wait, see if I can get that to do it again. You know what that is? I gotta get out of local space. All right, see, forced it. It tried to do something weird, but I didn't let it. Alright, these gotta be weathered. Oh no! I can't weather them. Shit! I'm gonna have to make a couple. I'm gonna have to make like a variation. Okay, I know what I can do. I'll weather these, and then I'll make a copy of this that isn't weathered. Okay, the reason why I bring that up, because the weathering would start from the top. See, like what I'm doing here, this very like Chocolate Island and Super Mario World fucking degree of like detail here. It goes from the top down to the bottom where it's the darkest, right? if I do that here and then I rotate it sideways, it's a little obvious that it starts off like lighter here and then would be darker on the side. Can't just do that, right? Although the material system, if I was a little bit better with the material system, I'm pretty sure I could probably have that weathering effect be done that way. That would actually be pretty cool. I have like a really neat like material to do all that stuff. All right. This engine is fucking beast. I can't believe that I have been able to go this far with a project like this on my own. Like, it's not even supposed to be possible. Alright, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do this. Now, I don't want to make a voxel thingy that's like sideways. See, this song's cooler. Fucking Nintendo game. Actually, that's the aesthetic I was originally gonna go for. Was make it either like Minecraft or like an 8-bit Nintendo game. To me, that just sounds fucking cool. I want this to look like something that kind of came out in the 90s, but like the breadth of the content is beyond what you would have been able to see in the 90s. Like, back in the 90s, having something like this in a Doom map, you would hit a visplane overflow, right? And like, you would have poly count problems. You'd be able to do stuff like this, but like, if you were to try to do this in Quake 1, it would be pretty sketchy. You'd probably start hitting some kind of a limitation if you were to get any real detail, like in the terrain and stuff like that. Quake 1 software renderer wasn't exactly amazing. Unreal was able to do this shit from day one, though. God damn. You think about the first Unreal? Damn. Alright, anyway, I gotta keep going. I'm not liking the position of this, but is that really the center? That's another thing I like about the voxel design. I think I mentioned this already, but you can kind of get away with doing stuff like that's just for gameplay purposes. Like having this thing here creates sort of a situation where it's like there's an enemy back behind it. In fact, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop another imp in here. I'll do another zombie. On that note, I'm gonna go and reduce the health of imps just a little bit. Yeah, you're at 0.8. I'm gonna drop you down to 0.6. What are the zombies at? Zombies are at 0.5. All right, so that's flavor health. The incremental difference won't make a difference in how many times it takes to shoot them and kill them. Let's see how it feels. Like, I can't fuck around with the first area in the game, right? Like, it still feels like he's got too much health. God damn. Well, it's better than it was before. It took 2 additional shots to kill him. $66. Did I get boots? 2 of the same. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna have that come. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do another piece that's just meant to be used this way. I was thinking of having stuff like in this first area that like where you're starting out, having areas that you couldn't access before, but once you get a jetpack or like super jump or something like that, you'd be able to actually like get to certain spots. Okay, it's a little bit intense combat, but you know what? Oh god, I'm gonna be killing the player. The player's never gonna. Oh, I'm killing the player in the first level. Oh man. Oh, I felt like I got jumped. All right. What am I doing about this? Does this need a new asset, or can I work with what I've got? 'Tis the question. Or what happens if I just don't do anything? I mean, just look right up. Oh, I know what I can do. These beasts, and I'm gonna replace 45. Okay, 45. All right. Oh, you gotta be. This will require a tad of fudgery. Oh man. Maybe a lot of fudgery. Okay, let's see if I can get that lined up. .5. No? 0.75. This might be too much fudgery. Oh, the fudgery is strong. Oh. Dropping it down. I feel like an artist. Alright. The shit you should never see in Game Developer 2. I don't know. Honestly, this is just par for the course. Kind of fucked up, actually. Like, one of the biggest skills when you're working with lots of instance meshes like this is how to fudge them together to make things that weren't possible before. It happens so much. It's such a part of everything. Any 3D engine that has like lots and lots of objects. Wow. The precision, man. I gotta go less than 1. I mean, you literally just watched me like slaughter a cow, and then it kind of came out okay, like a hamburger or something. All right. I kind of want to see something on the front of that though. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. But this has got to look. Yeah. All right. It's actually kind of neat. All right, this works. Oh, great. So this streaming is just gonna be me patting myself on the back. All right. Well, it accomplished it. But all right. So I'm gonna have to make a couple variations. All right, weathered, and then side piece, right? And then the side piece can have like a silver trim thingy going across it on one side, not the other. And then I can flip this. Flip these two, and then when you look at it from this side, you flip the other two. Am I making any sense? Probably not. Alright, so long. So this one will be long. Brown block long. Okay, so I'm gonna do the long first. Alright. So this actually should be pretty straightforward because what I'm trying to do is let's see if I can get some silver. Make you a little bit brighter. Yeah. It'll kill me deeply on the inside if I know that underneath that layer was a slightly darker version of that gray. I'll look at the level 5 years from now and I'll go, God damn. Alright, so I can do variation. Yeah, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a variation here. Alright. Oh. Messed up, man. Alright, and then something that kind of looks like a rivet. Kind of got a rivet going on here. Stop coughing. Stop it. Stop it. I'm pointing to myself. And on this side, I'm going to do something faux creative. Faux creative. Oh, wait. Hold on. What am I doing here? Alright, this is the side that's going to be facing outward. Generate normal maps on this motherfucker. I don't know, actually, like having that little middle piece. I don't like it. It's not doing it for me. Maybe something, yeah. I mean, something simple like that would probably make more sense. Alright. So, I got that side cover. But what I really need right now is one of these sides basically have basically this, honestly. 2, 3, 4. I have to stream with something else on. Alright. Sorry, the music is amusing me right now. Please become dubstep or something. Alright. That works. Now this kind of looks like a zoo of different things, but that's because of the way I'm using this long piece. I'm gonna be able to... That is a commercial. Alright, so I got like a zoo of different things. I got like a regular, I got this, I got this, I got this, right? Feeling the mango on this one? You're probably thinking, man, that's crazy. Why would you do it that way? There's no way, there's no reason to do it that way. But there is actually. Let me delete this. And import obj long import. Okay, make sure you're the right scale. For a little while I was trying to do the whole light map thing, man. That caused all kinds of problems though. Trying to generate light maps on these things is not only is it a long process, but it's lackluster. So it's like arduous and limited, and like reduces quality. Just doing it this way, though, you get these really crisp voxels. I prefer it so much better. Okay, so instead of tall, you're gonna be long. Thanks for not renaming shit. Alright, Blender. Blender is gonna be Blender. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then we'll figure out why Monster Cat. Oh, Monster Cat's down. What am I gonna do? Hold on, I need to have some kind of tunes. Drum and bass. Can't go wrong with that.
Hey guys, I'm Carly Kloss, and I just created my own website with Wix.
Come on,
Go to
skip.
Wix.com to
Another Wix commercial. All these commercials, they need to be paying me now. I'm shilling. Okay, all these need to be replaced by this. See? See, I'm not crazy. Well, anyway. This object. I don't trust you, collision. Gonna put a fucking block on you. But it's not lined up perfectly. It's close enough. Alright. That's not what I want. I think it's gonna be this one. Oh. You were supposed to work the first time, right? Yeah. Alright, so basically... Alright. It's coming through like way louder. Alright. So basically, I can easily like just rotate these by flipping their x-axes. Alright, and that means on both sides I'll get some kind of a variance, and you see it, you know, it doesn't look too similar. Alright, so now on these I'm gonna do the same thing. You're basically getting along. Now I get a choice on which ones do I want the player to see. So like, yeah, if I do this, and then I get that on the bottom, right? And then like, basically I just gave myself a lot of variety to kind of like pick and choose which one I want. Of course, I'm gonna have to get rid of these because these are not conducive to what I built. Alright. Now I gotta add the weathering to these. I hope the weathering on these doesn't clash too much with those, but since there's so much variation, there's so much variance on these. I actually kind of like that indent too. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I meant to do that. Now it's time to grab the other one. Alright, tall. I'm gonna look at you as a reference. Paint. Doing this. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Get the evil laughter. Ah ha ha ha. Sorry. It's not making any sense. Another commercial. Just jam-packed with them. Skip. You guys don't even know what was being advertised. Alright. Save. Okay. Save. think this is a little weird that I'm like painting like this, but this is actually really cool. Because one of the things that's really neat about this entire design pipeline is how fun the pipeline is. I mean, I'm literally playing like Minecraft on hard mode. Minecraft creative on hard mode. Alright, save. Yeah, just get that. And then I'll export this. Alright. Save and then export you as tall. Alright. I'm just making random sounds now. Import. Yeah, something's definitely missing without a chat. Then again, it's not exactly like that many people are gonna be watching. I imagine like it'll take like a fucking week before I even get like 5 people. Such is life. Yawn. Alright, I exported that. What's up? What's up? Well, no, I'm not. I don't have chat right now because I'm just recording. Not right now. Not today. Oh no, I got distracted when it got exported. Let me do that again. Okay, long, export, go. Here it is, import. Ah! What'd I do? Hold up. Are you fucking kidding me? I exported it as I exported the wrong one. And then it ended up being gigantic. Okay. Let me get this right and then fix the problem. Getting distracted is dangerous. Okay. Export as FBX. Now you are going to be tall, not long. Damn it. Alright. Delete this.
Save big on appliances at the Home Depot's
Skip
Boxing
the
Week
ad.
in July event. Now's the time to upgrade for less with top brands at great prices.
You freaking kidding me?
Our Boxing Week in July event ends soon. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Alright, I'm getting distracted like crazy. Okay, you're gonna be long. Import. Because I changed nothing. I should just like release it that way with the giant block. Oh, that was so sad. Alright. Import, import. Okay. that centering thing is annoying. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I'm making future assets. Like, maybe I will actually decide against building something that's supposed to be that size or scale. There we go. Now I can take these, bring these down here. Oh no, I rotated it. That means it will be forever off the grid. Or not. Maybe you put it on the grid. You never know. It's like a grab bag. Random. It should just be random. I was actually thinking that if I do streaming, I should like be standing up rather than sitting down. That way I can be like bouncing and kind of like act like a DJ. Building maps like a DJ. Like I'm spinning. That'd actually be pretty fucking cool. We should do that. That'd be different, right? The only thing I gotta reset everything up. Probably be healthier. I know I've sit on my ass way too much. Way. Oops. This don't need to be here. Although it does kind of look. Maybe that looks kind of cool, but actually maybe not. So one of the things I also need. I was thinking of having like a little triangle piece. I might actually need something like that. Cause that looks a little weird, just like, unless maybe it does go all the way, like, but then that's gonna make, great. I just made it so that people are gonna fall in the lava about 5% more often. It does obscure it a bit. On that note, maybe I don't need this middle one. It's a little cluttery. Just be like You know what? I need some cubes down here. Where's my Minecraft sensibilities? I'm gonna put another cube. Drag you out. Put you sideways. Not that sideways. Wrong grid. 5%. Going like this. Kind of like that. Yeah, needs more cubes. That's what I gotta say. Cubes are detail. they're crates when you can't have a crate. Oh, there's crates everywhere. My time to crate is very, very low. In fact, the first room, I purposely added crates. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna up this. Boom, little crates, baby crates. You got crates going on all over the place because Doom and Quake. That's why. Because of reasons. People have to store shit, man. All right. There you go. You guys, wait, yeah, you guys just saw crates happen. I actually already do feel like I'm streaming. You know what? I'm gonna see how this video comes out. I've been going on for about an hour. Damn, I haven't really done very much in an hour, have I? Other than like a couple assets. The main thing I need right now, though, is the piece that's right above where I am right now. Sorry, I'm distracted by my blocks. This. Okay, so this needs to... Yeah. Okay, I have a pretty good idea on how I'm gonna do that. I could actually make it two side. One, like, an extra long version of this. This is a little strange. Why is this not lined up on either side? What you Z's fighting with? Alright, huh. Making some weird shit. I need sky. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, should this shit be at nighttime? Because nighttime would be, like, darker and scarier. Should I be doing the Quake thing where, like, it's just a fucked up, weird looking purple ass sky up there? Should I be doing that? I know in like Dark Souls, like sort of like a nice sunny day kind of contrasts all of the deep dark horrors that are going on underneath. I don't know, there's just something about that. But okay. Yeah, that piece that I'm about to make will also be going up here as well on these. And I think that will actually conclude this area as far as... Yeah, that'll conclude this area, I think. I'll have to like tweak it some more. I'm not happy with like the distance stuff. It's meant to be like this barren, like desolate place where you're just not supposed to be. Very Quake-like in that respect, like Slipgate complex with that'll actually be the next set. Is a sort of like base, dark base. We'll have like a sort of slipgate complex kind of thing, where the textures are a little bit like. Well, one of the main things I want to have. Let's see, Quake 1 textures. Let's see if I could find a good example of where I'm going with this. Oddly enough, I'm not seeing any of that material. I'm seeing like lots of oh, Quake 1 tile set. You say tile set, and that'll usually get you a lot of the textures. Like they'll just dump the whole fucking like list of Quake materials. I'm not seeing it. It's usually something that I could find pretty easily, though. Here's the thing. It's basically like, you kind of have like a dark brown kind of thing, and then there's this sort of like part where it's like rounded, and it's got rivets going around like that. And then you have that same thing kind of like on an angle, but like, and then you have the trim on the bottom and the top, like. You'll see, eventually. Alright, let me get started on this piece here. And I'm trying to think what else. I'm gonna have to do exploding barrels soon. Or at least get a barrel in here. Yeah, there's the other side of this as well. Is that I need to think about having like some kind of like structure that looks like a gate that you can't go through, like a door that's just permanently closed. Alright, now I'm just like trapped in thought. It's not, I guess that's not the kind of stuff I want to be streaming, but alright, here goes. I got, see this, click save as. Trim large. 01. Alright, so now I got trim 01. Now I gotta select all this. Good old marquee. Alright. So you're gonna be 50 instead of 100. And then I'm gonna paste. Well. Alright. Voxel Magica. Not half bad program. Able to just kind of get shit down. Get it in place. Oh, sorry. It's Magica Voxel. I gotta make this a little bit thicker. Alright, that'll give me a little bit more leeway so that I can actually dig into it. That's what I'm planning on doing. Let's see. Alright. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I think maybe I'm gonna do like a silver frame. If I make it too square, then it's gonna kind of miss out on the whole like moving sideways. I want the eye to be drawn to the side. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, that right there is probably enough. I don't want any vertical lines, but maybe I could thicken this up a little bit. Add another 2. There we go. That I didn't spot. Okay, okay. Come on. Another commercial. Oh no, somebody's drinking a sparkling beverage.
Sparkling lemonade. Sip away.
Yell over the commercial. Alright. It's an actual music video. I wonder who's gonna get the copyright on this one. On this video. This actually might be enough. If I try to do much more, it may be too busy. So I'm gonna try this out. So brown trim 01. Alright, where you at, Blender? Brown trim OBJ. Alright, make sure you're the right size. It's a pain in the ass figuring out all the dimensions and stuff. Alright. Trim 01. Alright. Just import everything, fine. Where you at? Trim 01. Remove collision. Add box. Now I need a material. Doesn't look like it's too cut up. It's a little fucked up though. I don't want people to see the wireframe. Okay, so with that said, alright. You Z fighting? Z fighting going on over here. Oh, because I moved that up. I knew something was gonna happen. Oh, it was always Z fighting anyway. Fucking hell.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
Grammarly is like my secret weapon for writing papers.
It catches my grammar errors, spelling errors.
Yeah, Grammarly. People who don't know how to English. Alright. I'm not cool with the Z fighting. Nobody should be cool with Z fighting. Yeah, see, if I had gone... You know what? It'd probably be better if it was just like one middle strip. And like, nothing else. I think I'm going to actually fix that, and then I'm going to try to address that Z fighting. Z fighting everywhere. I actually know this song. Alright. I committed a sin. Alright, there's some Z fighting that you just can't do anything about, and there's like stupid shit like that, but alright. See, what I did was I grabbed this trim and I stretched it just a little bit. So only people with shitty video cards will experience Z fighting. It's not really a solution. Of course, with that said, yeah. Make this line thicker, and then just have one big center one, so that it's not so MS Painty. And while I'm at it, I might as well make this consistent. And on that note, put this on the flat. Continue this on. So it can Z fight somewhere else. Yeah. Just one strip in the middle probably be way better. Maybe the strip on the bottom was just something kind of off about it. You know, I almost think that it would just look better if it was just this. If it was just flat. See, this would be good if I had chat. Alright, I'm pretty much convinced. I'm gonna get streaming to work. I'm gonna set up the system or whatever I need, and I'll be getting into that. I'm gonna probably continue this one on until I'm finished with this part, but I think I could do it. It doesn't feel too awkward, other than the fact that the music that I'm playing has got like commercials and shit. I'll have to do something else. Not that I really care, because I don't want to monetize my shit anyway. Somebody should be monetizing it. Somebody's got to make money off of it. On that note, how does that look? Just slap that in front of it. Huh. Yeah, there's something I need to be doing with this. I'm not sure what. Especially like this. This is this is kind of cool. Yeah, I actually kind of like. I think I'm just gonna make a variation of this. It's just this, and then I could just slap it on the sides of these. Let me go ahead and do that because there's something to it. Just kind of has a certain.
Save big on appliances at the Home Depot's Boxing Week in July event. Like an Amana laundry pair, only $7.96, and a Samsung fridge, only
Back,
$9.99.
Monster Cat.
Upgrade for less with top brands at great prices. The Home Depot.
One commercial into another. Twitch makes the fucking commercials last forever. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a trim 02. What's up?
I know the fix.
For what?
Watch Monster Cat on YouTube. I don't think it has ads.
Oh, Monster Cat on YouTube doesn't have ads?
Because you don't have turbo.
I'm wondering though about like having just like different kind of music. Like, are there any good like goth stations or anything like that?
That's fine as long as you're not gonna put your videos on your own.
Say that again?
Well, actually, no. I guess you can even put it on your YouTube.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The reason you're getting commercials is because you don't have turbo.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
So you can get that underneath. But YouTube one doesn't have commercials, and you can do NCS radio or
Yeah, I need to get the music situation.
or just play like a mix that's an hour long.
I could probably do 2-hour streams. Have like a mix that's 2 hours long. Let's see, so I set up like set this up kind of like that, right? Actually, I'll save this. Whoa! Why'd you do that? Yeah, I'll just save over the other one. Alright, so this will be this one. Export you. Yes, replace. Because the old one was ineffective for what I wanted. OBJ. Try to remember what I was doing. Oh, okay, it was trim. Alright. Grab this. 1. 0.1. 0.1. Export. It's already replacing that one. Here it comes. Oh, alright. Yeah, that works a little bit better. Alright, now I'm gonna make the variation that has the thingy in the middle of it. Although, I mean, if I was gonna do a thing in the middle like that, I could just use another object. Maybe it's just one of those things where I'm kind of overthinking it. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I need to just leave it how it is. Like that. Looks kind of neat. Now I just want to line it up. It made me want to ruin it. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me try this. Instead of having these like dinky like metal strip thingies, what if I just continue the brown out? So like I do this where, let me figure out where the middle is. Okay, 25 is the middle. So if I do this, where it's sort of just a continuation of the brown, but it's like a side trim kind of a thing. Yeah. See how this looks. Ooh, you know I could do something, well, I mean, it's kind of like needlessly causing extra polygons. Something like that. I think it's just overdoing it. But I could do painting. Sort of do this. Maybe it's fun. Maybe make it more pronounced. There we go. Alright. I wasn't happy until it was overdone. Let's try this. Oops, not save as. Save. Maybe I'll just find that should be metal. But I actually think it's gonna look better as brown. Save. Export. Yep. Go to Blender. Delete this shit. Import. Trim. Oh, what am I doing? Almost did it again. trim. Export. Interesting. Now I almost feel like, yeah, this needs to continue. Like, I need to get rid of this. Bring this up. The shit hidden in here. Oh yeah, all right. Bring that shit down. Bring this shit across. Look at what I've done. All right, so. So this one actually looks pretty cool, but could make it a little bit bigger and a little bit simpler, and I think it'll hold more. It'll be kind of like this, but it's a horizontal version of that, and that's gonna be this what these are. So I guess that's all that's gonna be terrain down there. This whole section is gonna be basically like a courtyard. Basically. I think it does actually make sense in some ways. I probably should use brushes for this because it would be even easier, but just have some like simple filler geometry just to fill in the empty space. Because light, using the current setup that I'm doing right now with all dynamic lighting, the light tends to bleed, which sounds terrible. So the way I set up these meshes, the brown set will not cause Z fighting. It's set to be pushed forward one, whereas the other set, I could probably just do this with one, honestly. Whatever. The interior set will Z fight because it's pushed in by one. There's going to be a blocking volume that goes straight across this top part anyway. There's going to be a lot of blocking volumes out here. It's kind of suck because players are going to get like better equipment and stuff like that, and they're not going to be able to really go very far because I'm just going to like stop them. Walls. There won't be too many weird places to be able to get to. Alright, I think hey, here we go. So I'm going to further tweak this, and that'll be the last thing I do for this. And then I'll end this, and I'll see if you guys want me to do streaming or see what you guys think of this. This is sort of like my first run at the idea of doing it, and then I don't think it's too hard to set up streaming on YouTube. I already have like a decent number of followers, but I could probably up that quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure I'm not breaking any rules or anything like that, so it should be pretty good. So I got this. Alright, now I'm gonna be like, nah. Every art pipeline has like fucking stupid amount of steps, just like. All right. I know this is a really minor thing, but I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna move it all down to this way. Oh, that's an option? Oh, that's gonna make making characters a lot easier. I didn't even know that was a feature. I did that by accident. Oh, alright, so when I'm making characters, because they're gonna have a lot of interchangeable parts, I won't have to export each. I can easily export, like make it as one object and then export all the separate parts. Oh, okay. Derp. One hell of a way to learn about that. Alright. That should be good for that. Get in here. Import this motherfucker. Oh yeah. There we go. Not bad. I'm a little afraid of adding extra lighting in this starting area because the first impression players are gonna get is like, man, this runs like a game with like good graphics. Because it's using nearly the same resources. Nah, not texture memory wise, but fucking polygon and dynamic lighting wise. This looks an awful lot like a AAA game on that front. On those fronts. It'd be kind of cool to do like a blend. If I do this as a landscape and then just like paint in like the dark parts so that I can like have variance. Maybe that would be the way to do that. Yeah, like where I could just paint. On that note, I probably should do like dirt, like, and maybe saturate this grass a little bit because it's a little too Quake. Alright. Anyway, on that note, man, this almost looks like something. Alright, let's see what the player is going to experience. Alright, kinda going like that. Killed that dude like that. It's brutal, he didn't even get close to me. That imp will hit his sniper threshold if you get too close to that wall. I guess that's just the way he's gonna behave, like unpredictably sometimes. Alright, let's see how much of a pain in the ass this is. Alright, cool. I'm not really trying to dunk some player into the lava, but you know, dunk a player. Alright. Strafe jumping just does not happen in this. It is a little weird, you see that guy up there and he doesn't see you. I think he has a limit on how far he can see. His vision. Ah, zombie eating me. What's this gonna be like with sound? Alright. I think I'll do the terrain thing. I'll have a couple variations of that material, and then I'll make these like really low poly, like landscape, and then just paint around the edges, and that'll make the lava have a little bit more variant instead of being that like weird pillow lava, which is actually a real term. And then I still feel like something is missing here. I'm not really sure though. Maybe I could have something like, yeah, like this. Kind of like chilling right here on this side. I'll kind of fuck with the crates over here a little bit though. I don't know, I just feel like it's like missing something, some kind of detail. Just seems just a little bit barren. Yeah, like needs something. Something that's kind of tall, maybe. That kind of goes out. Right. And yeah, I'm not really sure about this either. I think I might actually just make this, well, no, because this is a pretty cool combat area. Just a lot of thinking. Just thinking. Like, I'm trying to think, like, if this space right here is kind of a neat cubby hole for, like, bad guys, but, like, maybe I could do more to it. Like, maybe this could be raised up, and there could be stairs here. And there's, like, a height variance. And maybe one of the imps is actually up here or something. Poking at you. Yeah, like he would be like up here. Again, I'm doing that too much. But maybe it's not that big of a deal. Or at least there's some kind of a strategy to it. But like if there was stairs here, and maybe I can hide like a loot bubble. Yeah, see, something more interesting needs to be going on. And then there needs to be some kind of like tall thing. I'm not sure what. Like maybe I can see if I can just grab some basic stuff and kind of fuck with it. But this right here, go a little bit like this way, right? And then raise this up, and then I can grab this, right? Yeah, okay, so like grab these. Yeah, kind of have something like that. So now there's like, these don't need to be. I can actually do this. This will look a little bit better. Yeah. So that'll be like a ramp now. Now this guy can just be chilling right here. You go like this. And so he's now overlooking this space here. This guy ended up becoming really stupid. I could, yeah. There's another imp over here. I think I'm gonna replace him with a security guy. No, he's set to ambush, so I can kind of have him facing this direction. Alright. So if I take maybe these, and I jam it in a little bit. Yeah, and then I grab this and just have two of these. Alright, that works. Are these gonna line up though? Nope. Yep. Sorta. Kinda. They line. Oh, yeah, they do actually. They line up. When shit lines up by itself, the world's a better place. When shit just lines up. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, now this is like Z fighting, but I think that yeah, this doesn't need to be that crazy like that. In fact, I wonder. Yeah, it pretty much accomplishes the same thing. Now this is just too much. Alright. Yeah, actually, it was kind of always weird that there was this guy just hanging out over here anyway. Maybe, maybe I can just like rethink that, because it's just like I already picture where players are just gonna be like, they're gonna turn around, they're gonna look up, and they can just see him. They're gonna see this guy just like, hi, I'm an imp, just standing here, doing my thing. I'm doing imp things. Plus, at this point, I've really overstayed the whole like him sniping at you shit, because I did that to death at this point. That's like 3 occurrences of the same exact kind of fight. Alright. I was thinking of having the chain gun guy that's over here hanging out like right here. That would make for a different kind of combat sequence. But the only problem is that even the chain gun guy can be seen from over here. So like now there's a situation where there's this chain gun guy standing there, like, and now and the imp is still there. Like, oh man, how am I gonna solve this? I need these enemies to just be like alert right away. Like, this guy's never gonna move. Spawn alert. Same thing with this guy. Like, why the fuck isn't he always alert? I'm just spawning him alert too. Okay, yeah, I can just have a couple imps that are just like chilling back here a little bit, and like that should make for an interesting situation, because this is just all of this is just leading right up into the combat area that's following up back here, and I'll by the time I'm working on that, I'll probably be streaming. This ended up going a little bit longer actually, because I was just getting used to it. Now I'm like talking to myself out loud. Okay. Let me go ahead and get these in. I might be able to kind of take a shortcut if I do this. Rotate by 90. Alright, and then I'm gonna, just for good measure, put another loop bubble thingy. I have to take some screenshots of this because it's like, it's looking a lot better than when I started earlier. Missing some major parts and stuff. Okay, so I got that loop bubble spawn point. Alright. Maybe this guy should be back here as kind of a, you know, you're not checking those corners kind of a dude. Kind of doing his thing here, right? Oh, these guys can't spawn alert. They'll just like track your ass down. I'll give him a sniper state. No point in giving him ambush. Sniper state plus ambush is kind of redundant. They're just standing there. That's kind of, yeah. Yeah, why even have ambush on these guys? Alright, so what I've got here is a pretty decent amount of content for the very first area in the game. And you just watched me pretty much get the main touches in place, although I'm not going to say final because I still feel like there could be more. But I guess that's always going to be true, right? Once I'm done with working on this section, I'm going to be, once I'm done with this section, I'm going to be concentrating on sounds and effects. So like explosions, muzzle flashes, and weapon sounds, all that good stuff. Music, I'll actually have to make like a music system. I want to have a system in place where the music changes depending on either triggers that you hit, which changes what the music is currently set to. Maybe a way to detect how many enemies are pissed off at you, but that's not going to really work because, much like in Doom, I kind of want to have points in time where there's just enemies all over the level who are just kind of like wandering around. The thing is, though, is that the enemies are too smart in this engine to be able to just like have pissed off enemies hanging out. You could do that in Doom, but in this they know how to reach you because the nav mesh is so efficient, right? So it's just like normally if on like a Doom level I could just have imps up there and they're just gonna do whatever imps do, and then like occasionally throw a fireball and you'll be like fuck you, and you try to get around them, you know, get around it. You finally get up to where they are. Okay. Yeah, this is already a much more interesting fight. Missing exploding barrel. I am HO. Body boots. During mega health, cause fuck it, why not? I guess sniper state's the closest thing to having like enemies being pissed off at you and just like wandering. It's gonna be like the closest equivalent I'll have. I could give them a state where all they do is just wander around though. That reminds me, there's a bug I need to fix with the AI. Alright, so then you go to this part, you deal with this guy. He's a mini gunner. That'll be pretty interesting. Probably fall to my death. Ugh. I left my shit up top. Okay, so the bug is in controllers. NPC. There's a issue here in the core logic where the random float and range for random heartbeat, if it does it too many times where it's like a really low number in a row, it makes the AI just like wig out suddenly. So the heartbeat has to have a floor. I'm gonna make it a 0.8. It might have negative effects though, but with the AI, I don't know, should be alright. Not really visible on this. Alright. Okay, with that said, I think I'm gonna... I don't know, actually. I think I'm gonna end this video now. If you guys want stream, or maybe I could just keep making videos like this. I don't know. I mean, it's almost the same thing as just streaming it. You get the advantage of chat, which is like pretty nice. Actually, that's too much to give up. Alright, killed an imp. Alright, I'm gonna end this now. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, and if this gets good reception, then I'll consider just doing streaming pretty much exactly like this. Me just actually working on stuff. Alright? Cheers!